It's your boy Sam from Team Samurai Xtreme. Today, who am I with?
You know, Jesse Kotton from Duel Night.
Yo, hey, let's go, baby. Yo, Jesse Kotton, Duel Night champion. Now you're second place. Yo, Jesse, listen. How many second place have you gone?
4.
4?
Oh my God.
4 like Chris? 4 like Chris? I'm joking. All right, Jesse. I have a couple questions for you, man. How was your tournament experience, bro? What's going on?
It was good. Had a good tournament, yeah.
Had a good. Okay. So, we're entering a Tier 0 format. What do you think about this format?
I haven't fully decided how I feel. I'm leaning towards more good than bad.
Right.
It's, yes, only one deck, and yes, it's incredibly complicated, but it also rewards well thought out playing. And honestly, deck building wasn't like that crazy of an advantage in my case, I think. But,
Right.
I feel like there was a big advantage to just playing very properly. A lot of matches, there was so many small opportunities for your opponent to mess up, and most of the times where I won in the mirror was because like one small mistake they made cost them the match.
Right. Okay, so I know you play basically every format. Which format do you like better, Spirals or this? What do you think?
I won with Spirals. So.
All right, Jesse. Anything else you want to say before we begin with the deck overall?
So first and foremost, shout outs to Luxury Gaming. You can see their Mac here, their shirt, great sponsor. I should absolutely check them out. If you want to keep up to date with me or other pro players, Cody Angeloff got top 4 as well, also on the team, and other players as well. Also shout outs to players I tested with. We kind of combined the testing groups for this event. It's the normal testing groups would be like Bowden, Asala, Furman, the guys I've been talking to for a couple years now.
Right.
And now we worked with like, Dominic Couch, Kobe Short, Avery Foster in this event as well. So big play testing group. And we actually ended up on pretty different deck lists, but we pulled ideas together to kind of figure out stuff about the format.
All right, awesome, Jesse. Without further ado, let's begin.
So
All right.
honestly, yeah, this list is not very exciting. Tier Rhino, so I think it's Banshee of a second one, but otherwise it's not that great. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
People are cutting these. I think these cards are great. I just want to draw these cards.
Okay, so for
Honestly,
those...
the worst thing, like, drawing these is like not the best going second, but it's fine. I'm sorry, this one. It's fine. I think these cards are still too good.
All right, so just quick explanation. For those of you who are watching videos for the first time, can you explain these cards, what they do, Jesse?
These go to from the hand deck to grave. They mill 5 mill players' decks. This one says, when a guy sends the hand deck from your opponent's hand deck to the grave, summon himself and Earth Fairy from the grave. This one says, when the card sent your opponent's hand deck to the grave, summon it and bounce a monster your opponent controls. These two say discard special themselves from the hand, and also banish themselves from the field or graveyard to target 3 cards in either player's grave. Put them back to the deck, that's a quick effect.
They also have extra effects.
This one has another effect that doesn't work for me. And this one, other effect is when I summon it, I can add any Earth Fairy from the hand except itself. Actually, can I add itself? I don't know. Sure, I never want to do it. Sorry.
Is this the best one?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, these two are probably the best. I mean, this is really good. I don't know. This is the worst, but I thought it's good still.
Okay, all right, cool.
And then I still play this. Yeah, it's a little cloggy, but the deck is designed to have as much interaction on both players' turns as possible, so I figured this played in line with what I was trying to accomplish.
Right, nice, okay. So, would you change anything with this lineup right here? Anything, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, it's so tight. I can't, I have to run math to see how to want to change. I'd like to fit other stuff in the deck, but you also need to keep the deck slim so it's consistent.
Yeah.
Because these cards are phenomenal, but they require multiple pieces to function. So if your deck's too large, you're just going to break.
Right. Yeah, sure. So it's that tight that there's not a lot of room for
I'm
flexibility?
in 42, and I already wish I wasn't.
Oh, okay,
but,
cool. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to do math on it. 6 Bestials.
Oh. Only 2?
Yeah, Bowden wanted to just cut this for Saranir. You played 1?
I played 1.
Wait, what did you play? Did you play 2 of this?
I ended up with 5, so I
thought you were doing 2.
I was at 43, then I went to 42. I wanted the third screen.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
sure. The idea was we're just this isn't actually as crazy. It doesn't matter that much to the Search of the Dragon unless you get to a really deep grind game. But the first turn is not as relevant. And just the flexibility of having the third one is better. This one is by far the best one though.
The whole idea of playing less than 3 was that we figured most people would approach the mirror match the way that we approach it, which was just you should be activating your triggers when you can in good amount of scenarios, and then milling this on your turn 0 is a liability because then they get to access it
Their
your
turn 0,
your turn 0 because they're playing on their turn 1. Yeah.
Oh, so you're afraid that they're gonna dark it away?
Yeah.
Their turn 0.
Okay, let's not get into semantics.
Okay, whatever.
All right.
Yeah, also triggers having this sometimes, but yeah, I mean, honestly, it's still insane when it goes through, but this one is just way safer and it's still good. But these cards were really strong still. Like, when you get into grind games, they're insane, but they're also good, like, still good enough in not grind games that they're good.
Having access to this, like, when you want against Baguska as well, because Baguska is, like, kind of difficult to answer sometimes, but, like, when you don't have field spell as well, right? Like, you need to have, like, that's the other thing.
But I played Axis Code, you did.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Axis Code.
That's monsters.
Wow.
This is all stock standard. I played 2. I think this card is insane going first, and I've started searching this over the trap sometimes because you'll just mill the other one and like, or be able to like pop your. You'll be able to add a trap somehow. It's really good because if you get into a grind game, this just generates infinite value. And when you start having to like keep attacking monsters, and you get to that, the attack is so relevant. Like you even see like the scrappy game I had in the finals where shared attack of a dweller. That happens a lot when you both are resolving effects. So the 500 matters a lot, and it's constantly going to be applying pressure. So it's very good going first, but going second, while it's an okay mill, it's not actually a crazy mill, and it's not good at the dweller obviously. So I went to 2 so I could search 1 and still be able to like mill 11 cards or 21 cards and hit the second. And drawing it's fine, but I didn't want to put too much reliance on that because it's not great going seconds. A lot of the other guys played 3 though.
True.
Yeah. Shout out to me not reading the card and not knowing that the 500 difference, because you know
It's permanent?
Yeah, it's permanent.
It's just
It lingers rest of the turn.
How I not read the card? I just knew it milled 3.
That's all you need.
Heartbeat. So I mean, this is a little bit of inbred testing, but it was still good. The first idea we proposed was actually, or that I proposed, actually the deck that Dom ended up with, and I ended up scrapping that, where you play the Gravekeeper Trap and Rainbow Bridge, and then if they start playing on your turn, you just search Mystic Mind and then Mystic Mind now.
True.
However, if they're playing this and they just wall playing kit for this, it's a lot worse. And it also deals with the GK Trap, which we were playing in that version.
Right.
And it's also good versus Rogue. And then even in the mirror, like I want a game where they don't think we play this, so they hold their Sulic, you kit for this, and the Sulic's dead, and they just die.
True.
Also, it's really important, just like lets you not feel bad about not shuffling your traps back, because it was added back later.
Yeah.
It was really good. It wasn't like crazy, but I'm happy to play this for sure. I just didn't want to have too much stuff for going, like, they were just terrible to draw going second. Like, they're not terrible, but the deck's so tight.
Yeah.
And I feel like we had enough recyclability that you didn't need this too. This obviously is not as good. It's honestly, actually gets better when people are bitching you a bunch, because I added back a lot with this.
Right.
But still, I don't want to draw much of these.
So 42, perfect number. No Super Poly?
No, Polyseason play around. So the point of the deck, the way it's designed, is to play during your opponent's turn with hand traps. So it's counterintuitive to also play board breakers.
Wow.
I want to commit to the strategy on
Especially when every card has to pair as well. So like you have cards like Medora that have to pair with another thing, and then you just have like hands where like one card doesn't do anything, like you said before, right? So you have like a Bestial and a board breaker. It's kind of redundant.
Right.
Watch this, ready?
Okay.
Extra deck. You only need 1, so you shuffle back pretty easily. If it's banished, it's prime. If it's banished as well, it's not actually the biggest deal. Like, it's fine. I guess the rest are standard.
Right.
I almost wanted to cut this. No, I don't summon this that much. I had Zeus in my deck instead of this, and I wish it was Baron. Dude, I made Baron with this. I don't know. I made it versus Thunder once, and it did help with that game. But I didn't think I really. Oh, I made it for someone else as well. It was fine. I don't know. I don't think it's crazy. But the extra deck is tight. Like, I wish I had Redoer, Zeus, and Beatrice, and none of which are in my extra deck. So there's 3 cards I wish I had, and I'm not sure if this is better than any of those. Even though I don't play Divinery, make it with Orange Light plus Lulu, still good.
Right.
This card is very strong. Flunder. Best card. I'll play this instead of Beatrice. Theory was I never needed more names. Like, I was getting the names and it's being shoveled back or banished by Bestials or
Wait, what is this?
It's called Wallow. It's from Dabble. It's really good. I'll explain it in a second.
How
the fuck I went to YCS and not know what that I'm sorry, bro. I really don't know what it does.
But what happens a lot is you mill both players' decks, because I will use the mill effects.
Yeah.
And then they'll have like all their good spells in the grave, and like a Magnuma, I can just go like make a Rura, or have my own Bestial, dark their Magnuma, get that effect, then make this. Like, it's so gross for his talents. You steal their talents and then use it against them and rip their hand. So if they're playing a board breaker strategy, they just die. They cannot play a board breaker strategy if like the talents is in their deck and you have this in there. Like, it just
the attack buff as well, right?
yeah. So it has 3 effects. All your monsters gain 100 attack for every card in your opponent's grave. So that's massive. Let's get a really easy lethal shots.
Yeah.
The other effect is it's 2 plus level 6s. You actually use more than 2. I did in Minneapolis use multiple or more than 2.
Yeah.
Quick effect, once a turn, you can attach 1 or 2 materials. If you detach 1, you shuffle back a card in your opponent's grave, which is already pretty good. If you detach 2, however, the card you targeted, you can either special summon or you can set it to your field. So you can the monster breath, you can kick hollow, so nice to get dark, and that's great. Most of the time, though, I stole a talents, I stole droplet, just defensive options that like they weren't. Their deck wasn't designed to beat. Like they were prepping for a standard field, not a droplet face down.
That's true. That's true. Understood.
So this was good. Charmers, he's got access to sprint. This is actually way better than that, but this gets you to sprint.
Nice.
Let's keep playing grinds. Has the second effects I've never used. Elf is insane, obviously. You really don't need more than one of anything because of the shuffle guys. I put access code. So I think something that comes up a lot of people don't realize, if you Mud Dragon in the mirror match and you call Dark, that is incredibly hard to deal with because you can't pop it with Pearl you can't Sulic it, you can't Kaleido Heart it. What you also can't do is you also cannot hit target itself or any of the other tiers. You can't Pearl target your own guys to trigger your tier effects. So it actually just locks you in really awkward positions. And your only way to deal with it is not targeting. So if you have talents, it's that. But I felt talents was not in line with the hand trap strategy I had. And also, if people played Wallow, it was bad against Wallow. I went through a way to beat it, and this doesn't beat Avermax like Borlo does, but I figured it was Avermax, you just tier it down to 25, you make a Baron, you negate the effect to gain attack, and that's fine. So you still have an out to it, it's just kind of complex.
True.
And this is also different than Zeus, just because I guess using a turn 1 can come up. I summoned it a couple times, but I feel like there's no other card that could possibly fill its role. It's maybe Zeus, but I feel like Zeus is maybe situational in a different way.
Nice. All right, sick. All right,
here's my disgusting side deck. My side deck I thought was nice going into the tournament, but honestly it wasn't. Like, I don't side any cards for the mirror match except for time.
What is it?
Like, yeah.
9 card side deck.
Yes, I sided 0 cards in the finals.
That sounded crazy.
The entire tournament it wasn't side deck. Honestly, my side deck wasn't great. I mean, this is for Rogue. I mean, that I think is fine.
My side deck.
And yeah, I figured everyone would use milling effects because I like to use the mill effects. I think I can keep up the long game. When you get to complex game states, I can maneuver it. I feel like better than my average than my opponents, so I'm comfortable doing that. I feel like more people would do that, and they just didn't. And it was fine for me. I won those games, but the matches ended up being faster. So these cards weren't that good. I only ended up having them used once. This card didn't draw once, whatever. This is dumb. I figured instead of scatter shot, you just turbo mill your deck.
All right, Jesse, thank you so much for the profile. Do you have anything else you want to say? You know what I'm saying?
I think I already gave all the shoutouts, yeah. It's a tier 0 format. It's very complex to learn and follow, but honestly, it's not bad.
Okay, Jesse, thank you so much, bro.
He's
Congrats on the second.
Let's go.
Congrats on the second place, man. You'll get your 3rd win. Next one.
Yes, delete.
Hey, what was the respect I said?
Delete it.
He has 2 ICS wins.
No, stop.
Sam,
He has a UDS win.
I know, no.
How many times have you rolled my intro card
I'm
in
saying
the channel?
3rd YCS win.
I know, bro.
I know.
Yo, reshoot it
I know my
off.
boy. All right, this is your boy Sam.
Both teams have
Okay, Slim. All right, guys, peace.
Yeah, it's just nice.